Hey friends, it's Annalise. It's my last day in Nagasaki. And I have received a lot of interesting comments in relation to the summer learning we've been doing. And one comment is, what about Japanese war crimes? And so what I want to do today is take you inside a museum created to highlight Japanese war crimes. Unfortunately, there's enough violence to go around on all sides, and plenty that means for all of us to do from our own national perspectives. So let's visit now in Tokyo the Women's Active Museum for War and Peace. It's a museum started by feminist Japanese activists to showcase Japan's war crimes, and in particular, their crimes against women. And as you enter this amazing museum, you're confronted by the faces of the so-called comfort women. And I just want to take a second to show you their faces. Hold on. See behind me, all of these women. It's an amazing place, and it showcases a side of Japanese history that not everyone in Japan has come to terms with. Behind me you can see the testimonies of many women who were forced into these so-called comfort stations, started by the Japanese military to service their troops, sometimes forced to service up to 100 men per day, left on the front lines to die when troops retreated, and who faced discrimination when they came home from people who saw them as somehow disgraced by what they had experienced. This museum is the result of an amazing feminist effort which resulted in a women's war crimes tribunal. And I'll put a link in the show notes to an interview I did recently on the podcast with Professor Christine Chinkin, a renowned international lawyer who was one of the judges at that women's tribunal. You can see behind me an exhibition of all the textbooks, and the big X's show which ones don't even mention the history of comfort women. So there you have it. I'm on the plane on the way home. I hope you've enjoyed this summer of conversations we've been having. Hope that you feel inspired by all the remarkable people we've met to do all that each of us can to make the world a more peaceful and sustainable place, because it's really going to be the actions of ordinary folks like the women at the Women's Action Museum create the hope that we need. Looking forward to sharing with you more thoughts about what we're going to be doing on the Everyday Ambassador newsletter and podcasts in the fall. Thank you. Bye.